Morning, Kelena.
Hi.
Can you tell us about your background?
I actually graduated studying psychology in Hong Kong University. And then after graduation, I quickly started my career as a TV presenter. I mainly engage in travelogues and also sports programs. And right now, because of the uprising of the social media platforms, actually I've got lots of chances to do some of online marketing jobs, and as well as event MCs, and also get the chance to participate in movies and also some modeling jobs.
So you don't work for a particular employer. Would you describe yourself as a freelancer?
Yes, definitely. I don't really have an employee contract, so you can describe me as a freelancer. I don't have a fixed work schedule. Between me and my clients are quotations. So yeah, and also I am my own boss, so I manage my own time, and also I can manage my own jobs.
And how important do you think self-discipline is for you, freelancer like you?
I think it's everything, because if a freelancer doesn't have any self-discipline, then it's really gonna be really hard. For me, I tend to keep because we don't have a fixed work schedule, so I tend to keep a routine in my life. Like, I also wake up early in the morning, try not to stay till too late, but because of our flexibility of our work, so basically I can work 24/7. Not 9 to 5, but I can work anywhere, any place, anytime. So also, if I don't have self-discipline, like sometimes I feel really tired, exhausted from a long day work, I might not reply to my clients. And there's a few times there are some job inquiries.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, and then
They turn to somebody else.
Yeah, I didn't really reply on time, so happened to they find someone else. So
Okay.
that's why I think self-discipline is very important.
And get to the message quicker.
Yeah.
It's really important. And how unstable could your income be as a freelancer?
Well, stability is really unstable when I started as a freelancer in the first 2 or 3 years, because you need exposure and people would find you. And if you don't have the exposure in the first few years, then might be the income is really low in one month, and then next month suddenly there's a job coming up, and then you feel like, oh, there's some hope. But then in the third month, then you can just sit at home, and then there's no job. So yeah, it's really unstable. So for me, right now, I get lucky because I have some regular jobs. For
Returning
example,
clients.
returning clients, stable income. So it also gives me confidence, because I know that for this month I have certain income, and then I get some time to explore more opportunities, then I don't have to worry much.
Right. And how would you describe your financial literacy level? Like, do you do you spend some time on planning your finances?
I don't really spend any time, managing my finance, because first, I don't study a lot for finance, so usually I just tend to save or keep up part of my money, part of my income, in case next month or in the coming future there are no more stable income for me, then I would have some money to spend. I actually tried doing some investment before. Well, I didn't lose
What are
money,
they?
but it's just some buying some bonds, and also buy one of the stock in the market. But I find that it's very hard for me to stay note of the stock market. So I just keep out of that.
Yeah, just look at the current stock market. It
Yeah.
wiped out
Yeah,
a few billions.
It gives me pressure, so I just stopped.
And how would you describe your financial situation? Is it doing okay, or would you like to improve?
I I would say it's quite healthy, at least because I use credit card, but I wouldn't use it like, if I know for this month I have certain income, then I wouldn't spend way out of budget. So usually I just pay all at once for all the credit cards or what I spend. And so I would describe that as healthy, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I also got a part of my income to put into savings. So I think it's okay.
And can you tell us what are some of your main expenditure items?
Well, for me, it's travel because I have to go to quite a lot of different places to meet people. Like today, I had to come to Xtra, right? And I live in Yuen Long, so the traveling time is quite long. So sometimes I would take a taxi or Uber, and it's quite a lot of amount. And apart from that, I think it's rent. Yeah, rental is really expensive in Hong Kong. So yeah, that takes up quite a lot of percentage from my income.
Right. So looking ahead, is there any financial goal in terms of your career would you like to achieve?
Next year, actually, I'm planning to study. So right now, I'm saving up for the master degree that I'm planning to pursue, and so I think I hope I get lots and lots of jobs and put all that into savings. So next year when I start my study, it would be easier because like 50% of my time would become a student. I would become a student. So I guess next year is gonna be quite tough for me. So right now I'm trying my best to save as much as possible.
And is your study related to your profession and what you're going to study?
I plan to study counseling. So, because I studied psychology when I was in university. So, but right now it's not for my career now. But yeah, it's gonna be like a change of path. But hopefully it's, right. I think in the society now, there's not a certain job or certain career path. People tend to like diverse their development. So that's what my plan right now. Yeah.